Hi guys, welcome back to my personal channel. Sorry if you hear little raindrops hitting my car. I think it is about to start raining again. Hopefully it's not too loud. Everyone in my house is asleep right now, so I don't want to be too loud. So I've been filming in my car a lot lately. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. As you can see, we're going to be talking about marriage plans. I got engaged back in November with my fiance. We have been together since 2020, and I actually just started putting together plans for the wedding probably like a few days ago. So first and foremost, this might be a great video for anyone that has a similar thought process or view on what they want their marriage to look like as me. We are doing a very small wedding. We are not even booking a venue level of small wedding. The cheapest venue near us was $2,000 to $3,000. Honestly, I think that is one of the more affordable prices to rent out a venue for a few hours. And no. I'm gonna be honest, my fiance's side of his family, not that many people. My side of the family, it could be a lot of people, but I kind of just don't want that. There's many reasons as to why I don't want tons of people from my family at my wedding, but one of the reasons that I will share is that I feel like I'm just gonna get overwhelmed and not gonna really be able to like enjoy the moment as much because there's just so much going on around me. Not to be a total ass, and this isn't the only reason why I want the wedding to be super small, but it is part of the reason. So yeah, very small wedding. We're literally having it at our house. I know that this isn't for everyone, and I don't judge anyone that wants a huge extravagant wedding and saves up for a wedding and spends a lot of money, or they pay off their debt for a wedding. That's literally your decision. I'm not going to tell anybody else how to plan their wedding or what to do. It's unique to every bride, every groom, brides, grooms. Okay, happy Bride Month.
Be who you are.
We are having it in our backyard, and I guess I could like post pictures of what our yard looks like and like some of the spots I'm thinking about taking the pictures in. We have a lot of flowers, trees. We have like a Japanese maple tree that's really pretty. So there's a lot of, I feel like, good photo spots because our yard just has a lot of greenery and trees and flowers. So I don't feel like it's going to be hard to take good pictures outside. Of course, as long as it's not raining, which leads me into the next thing, which is when is our wedding gonna be? So honestly, I thought I might know by the time I filmed this video, but unfortunately my mom, she's had continuous health issues over the past like nearly 3 years, and the same issue has come up again. And when that issue comes up, she has to have surgery, and that surgery is like 6 to 8 weeks of healing. Honestly, it might be 10 to 12. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a lot of weeks. And, I want her to be feeling well and healed at our wedding, even though it's just for a few hours and it's going to be very low-key and chill. My dad needs to be there, and my fiance's brother and sister. That's who's all gonna be there. Me, my fiance, my mom, my dad, my fiance's brother and sister, and my grandma. 6 people. That's fine to just have it at our house if it's just 6 of us. We've got 3 bathrooms, Because of my mom's surgery, I was thinking maybe July or August originally. I thought it would be really cute to have our wedding on our 6-year anniversary, right? July 25th. That is when we officially started dating back in 2020. I thought about that, but the thing is, it is on a Saturday, and I don't think my fiance is off that day, and he can't take off weekends last minute. So, I mean, it's not really last minute, but they don't really recommend you take off weekends because you basically have to find someone to cover your shift kind of thing, because, they need who's going to be on their weekends to be there. So that would be a problem. So I don't think that would have worked anyway. I also want to make sure everyone can be there. My dad and his brother and sister, really. My mom and grandma could be here, whatever. But yeah, that is all that I have as far as where it's going to be held. And oh my God. I'm so sorry. These birds like to look at the windows, the side windows on my car, and look at themselves. And he just like landed there and it scared the crap out of me. But anyway, date, not sure. Location, we have decided. So I guess next I'll talk about the wedding decor. So I'm actually DIYing all the wedding decor. I know a lot of people that have a wedding, it's like they want a theme, they want a very like elegant aesthetic, or they just want an aesthetic where everything is matching. And I want that to an extent, but it's not a huge concern for me. Honestly, I would find more joy with our DIY wedding decor than I'm doing. Some people are probably going to see it as tacky and, you know, not good for a wedding. Me and my fiance have many different like niche interests and hobbies. Mainly my fiance. He has a lot of hobbies and niche interest. I decided that I was just gonna combine those things. So obviously for me, if you follow my main channel, you know I am a huge Michael Jackson as well as Queen, Freddie Mercury fan, okay? So I made these. I'll put them up on the screen. You're getting married, he. I'm not really sure how I want to display these things yet. I am doing like a garland of our cats, which I'm going to show in a second. And I think it'll be super cute. We have 8 cats. I did a video on that if you haven't seen it and you are intrigued as to why we have 8. My fiance is really into Pokemon. He loves Dragon Ball Z. He loves mushrooms. He loves reading. He loves fish. He has 3 freshwater and 1 saltwater. So he loves fish. So I was just thinking, you know, if I can get items, like we have this mushroom jar I can display. It's super cute. I actually found out this, it's like a whole set. I got this at Goodwill. There's a whole set that comes with it and it's going for like over $200 online. What the heck? So I could put that out. For the Pokemon part, I actually got a really good idea. So me and my mom, we love like Five Below and Pop Shelf. We went to Five Below and we thought that this was a pool toy. I don't know what you call this. It's like a ball and you catch it with the little like Velcro thing and the, you know, the little like tennis ball, it attaches to it. I'm telling you right now, don't put this in the pool. It will fall apart. It's made out of cardboard. It literally has cardboard under it. But I was like, wait a minute, since the little Velcro piece is coming off, it looks like a Pokemon ball. So I'm going to use those as Pokemon balls for a wedding. What I'm thinking is that a lot of stuff like that, I'm probably going to put on the walls. Like I'll show you our dining room area. I think I'm going to have like a nice white little tablecloth and we have white chairs, so that'll go good with it. You know, just like put our little niche interests on the table, whether it's Pokemon or the mushrooms or my Freddie and Michael pictures. I might just print out like a 5x7 of those pictures and put them on the table or something. But yeah, another idea I have is our kitty garland. So I actually got this idea, I think on Etsy. A lot of people make, my dad is getting married, my mom is getting married. Well, I made my own, so these are what I made. So they're just little circle pictures, and I'm gonna print every picture that I have out at a CVS pharmacy because they have like the little photo kiosk. So it's not very expensive, you know, I won't be spending a lot of money on it, but I'm just gonna print those out, cut them, and poke little holes in them, and then get some string and make a little DIY garland of all of our cats. So I thought that would be really cute, and you know, I'll just hang it up on the wall. And I also like that we're having our wedding in our house because our cats are like so important to us, so we really wanted our cats to be present and take pictures with them and stuff. And so this way it's like our cats can be present. I will say, I don't know how I'm gonna navigate around our cats in my wedding dress, which I guess is gonna lead me to, do I have my dress yet, my wedding dress? And there was something else. I wanted to talk about, but it left my mind. I hope I can remember it. I am actually wearing my mom's wedding dress, and I don't mind showing you guys what it looks like because there is literally a picture of my mom in her wedding dress in my grandma's room. So my fiance's already seen the dress, actually tried it on. There's a whole story with that. So I think this wedding dress is gorgeous. I think some people would think this is probably a little outdated. My mom wore this in the 90s. It's got these huge, like, very puffy sleeves. I think it is so over the top, like, extra, and I'm here for it. I think it's an absolutely beautiful dress. I mean, the veil is long. The train for it is so long. It's actually insane. I don't even know how I'm gonna take pictures of it outside yet because I don't want to destroy the fabric or get it nasty on the grass, but it's gonna be an adventure. Aside from the dress, I was gonna talk about how my fiance is gonna photograph the wedding because my fiance actually takes his own pictures. I'll put some on the screen. He photographed a wedding himself for one of his college friends, and that was really awesome. They turned out so good. I asked him how he felt about that. He was like, yeah, we can do digital pictures. I'll get more film for it, and I'll take all the pictures. He's got all of his cameras have a timer on it. He has his own tripod. I trust him. He has done some really great photography. The fact that he did an entire wedding using only film photography and it turned out amazing gives me, a lot of comfort because it's definitely a little more stressful to do film photography for a wedding because it has to be developed right. And if anything goes wrong, you can mess up the pictures, you can mess up the negatives. And, he develops his own film. We also have a lab that we go to that develops it if we want, really good quality, which I think is what we're going to do for our wedding pictures, just to make sure everything comes out perfect. But he's going to take our pictures, so we don't have to pay for a photographer either. I'll be wearing my hair up. I am probably going to see if my mom will do my hair because I don't really know how to do a nice little updo. I'm also doing my own makeup. I did consider getting my hair and makeup professionally done, but again, I feel like that is something that is also pretty expensive, and I understand why. I'm not trying to say that people should, lower their prices. I think a lot of the people have it at a reasonable price. Now, some people, yeah, maybe they're charging too much, but it's definitely a skill and people deserve to be paid for it. You know what I mean? It's definitely a talent, and I don't want to ever discredit that. Same for photography, wedding coordinators. I get it. I'm not saying that they're all greedy and money hungry. I don't believe that, but I just personally don't want to pay for it. I feel like we can do a good job ourselves. And yeah, not everyone's gonna feel that way. I know a lot of brides want their hair and makeup professionally done. I get that. It's a big day. You want to look gorgeous. I totally understand. I guess I should like paint my nails probably because I just have nubs. Oh, I didn't show you guys my engagement ring. I guess I'll show you guys that real quick. I can't really get the camera to, oh, there it goes. It is gonna focus. So that's my engagement ring. I probably should have started with that. Shouldn't I have? But this is actually a very sentimental ring. And this is also something not everybody's probably going to be like as excited as I was about. I know a lot of people, when it comes to a wedding ring, like, you want to pick out the ring. Some people may have a very particular idea of what they want. I am not a huge jewelry person and I don't wear rings like that. It really wasn't that big of a deal to me. I knew I wanted a nice quality. Like, obviously don't get something that's fake. Like, I feel like I want a nice piece of jewelry. Like, I will be honest about that. I want a nice piece of jewelry, but it doesn't have to be outrageously priced. Well, my grandma, she ended up reconnecting with her high school sweetheart many years ago, and he actually got her this ring. And unfortunately, he passed away. Their story is so sweet. My grandma, her sister had a restaurant, and he actually, my grandma's high school sweetheart came in to her sister's restaurant. And my grandma's sister told her that he was there, and she's like, you guys should reconnect. His wife passed away, and my grandpa obviously had passed away as well. And my grandma was like, I don't really want to go meet him for lunch, but okay. So she went, she was absolutely in love, and they stayed together for many years, and he gave her this ring. They never officially got married or anything, but you know, this ring meant a lot to her, and I think it's an absolutely gorgeous ring. I don't even know a lot about it. I do need to get it cleaned again before the wedding because I do feel like it's not as shiny as it was, because I have been wearing it to like do dishes and stuff, which probably isn't great because you get like soap residue on it, but you know, it is what it is. I'll get it cleaned before the wedding because they do free cleanings where we are for jewelry. So I have no idea the carats or anything. I'd have to ask my grandma. And our wedding rings are actually going to be from my grandma as well, from her mom and her dad that she still has. I feel like this is, as someone that isn't huge on jewelry, like, you know, I just have earrings, and these are like fake earrings from Kohl's or something. I felt like this was sentimental, and it's a beautiful ring, so why not? So there were two things I wanted to talk about that I accidentally left out of the video. So I'm not sure if we're gonna actually buy flowers for the wedding, or again, because we have flowers in our yard, I think we could easily make a DIY floral arrangement with stuff in our yard, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna do that because any, you know, floral stuff is usually expensive. But if we don't have nice enough flowers, I would definitely be willing to get like a little small arrangement for the wedding that isn't too pricey. And also for the wedding cake topper, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet, but these are some of the designs I was looking at. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change my last name yet. My last name now is obviously Panos, but it would be Ashley Kanewa if I decide to go through with a name change. I literally thought when you got married, you just had to change your name. I didn't realize that was two separate things. I'm learning a lot throughout this process since I've never been married before. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep my last name or not. I'm considering keeping my last name, but I also want to see how my fiance feels about that. So I'm not decided on that yet. So I haven't ordered a cake topper yet because I don't know if I want to just put Ashley and David or the Kanewas. I don't know yet. But yeah. That, I think, is all that I left out, but if I think of anything else, I'll pop back in here with a voiceover. We have these, like, little cat figurines that I got on my cake for one of my birthdays when we took in a stray and she ended up having babies. So yeah, I'm gonna use all these like cat little figurines that we have, and some of them are fuzzy so I can't set them directly on top of the cake, but I can set them like around the cake. So yeah, just so we don't get fuzz in the cake. And speaking of the cake, this is the cake I'm considering. Again, since we're having a small wedding, I'm not getting a huge cake. This is literally just a basic white cake from Publix, and it is $24, I think. I think it's elegant, cute, it's giving wedding vibes, so I chose it. As far as like actual food, I guess we're just gonna order from a restaurant. I mean, we don't have to do catering because it's only 6 of us, so we're probably just gonna order from a restaurant or go out to eat, you know? What am I missing here, you guys? We gotta figure out who's gonna marry us. I want someone really cool. Okay, I need to find someone really wonderful to marry us, alright? Don't know who that'll be yet, but yeah. As far as the rest of our family, my fiance mainly has like friends maybe that would want to celebrate with us. So I think what we're gonna do is anybody that wasn't at the wedding that wants to celebrate, we might just go out to dinner or have like a dinner at their house kind of thing and all hang out. That's what I'm thinking. After the wedding, once our pictures are ready, our wedding pictures, I'm probably just gonna mail them out to family, friends, and just say, you know, we're married and these are our pictures. I'll probably just send a bunch of pictures to people, and we don't have a ton of people to send these to anyway. So yeah, that is what the plans are currently. Don't know the date yet. Once my mom secures a surgery appointment, then we'll know. And again, I need everybody to be not working and able to come on the day of our wedding that we want to be there. So gotta figure that out as well. I guess I could like briefly talk about our honeymoon. We do want to go on a honeymoon, but it's not going to be anytime soon, most likely, because like our first place we would want to travel to out of the country together would be Japan. There's many reasons as to why. One of the biggest reasons is because my fiance's dad grew up there, I recently posted a Japan vlog. You know, my fiance lost his father. That was another reason why we haven't been doing like any kind of wedding planning, because his father got really sick in December, so literally a month after we got engaged, and he passed away at the end of January. It was a very fast, sad process. But yeah, that going on and then moving and all of that, we just kind of didn't really think about wedding plans, you know. My fiance has family there. On his dad's side, his dad grew up there. He's never met his dad's two brothers, and there's other family members he has not met as well. His dad also has a really good family friend that lives there, and I actually got to meet her and her daughter for the first time for my fiance's father's funeral, so we could visit her as well and go out and do stuff with them. And we even, after the funeral, my fiance's father's funeral, we went to this Japanese restaurant. It's really amazing. It's called Nakado's. And he actually was my fiance's father, George. He was the manager there for years. And so they had like this whole free food after the funeral that we could have. It was so wonderful. The people that own the restaurant, there's two sisters, and of course their mom told us that they have a place in Japan that if you go at a certain time of the year, it'll be available. So we have a place to stay as well, which is like a huge help, obviously. But we still have a lot to plan before we even get to our honeymoon, because we need to get our passports done. That is the ultimate goal. But again, our honeymoon, it's not going to happen anytime soon. And I mean, realistically, we could do a honeymoon that, you know, is not out of the country and do it sooner. But honestly, I would rather wait and save up for it. And basically everything we did not spend for a wedding, save that and go to Japan. Like, to me, that seems so much more fun. But that's just me. So that is like the ultimate dream. But again, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but we're hoping it happens one day. It's gonna be a lot of planning going into it, but I'm absolutely willing to do it to have the best honeymoon ever. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any advice or anything like that, if you've done a small wedding and you have any advice for us, let me know. I'm definitely going to do a follow-up video after the wedding and let you know anything I would change and how it went, and just share our experience. So yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back with the Disney Adults Part 2 video, the unhinged adults of Disney. And yeah, see you guys then. Bye guys.